going on, guys? Welcome to Trash.
You got ready like you were going to take a picture.
Oh. Welcome to Trash to Treasures. I'm Sarah.
I'm Alan.
And we are doing something we don't normally do, but we're exploring kind of the area where How about now? Can you hear us now? Hopefully you can hear us now.
There's a delay.
I know, there's a little bit of a delay. All right. Is it sound good? Is it too loud? I'm using a different streaming software because apparently I didn't pay for the one I normally use. Your mic is like loud there. That should be better. Just right. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So what's going on, everyone? Welcome to Trash to Treasures Live. I am Sarah.
I'm Alan.
She's Alan. She's Alan. Just Alan. You didn't sound so enthusiastic about that one. All right. So man. All right. Let me refresh our page here. And I gotta share this. I thought our lives popped up on here. Well, maybe it's because it's our channel. Oh, there we are. Okay.
I don't know. It didn't tell me that we were live either.
Yeah, that happens. I don't know who's going to jump on here. We did say we were going live today. We just didn't say when. We wanted to do this earlier, but we had to get AJ to sleep, and then I had to redo like the entire setup because I also work from this room. So this is like my studio for as long as we're in this house. So it's yeah, it took us a little bit longer. But I know the software is working now. As I said, normally you put it on, go live on YouTube, and then you got to tell YouTube when to go live. This software just kind of put us out there without our knowledge. We had no idea we were even live. Let me go also to here to... yeah, so I don't know what you've seen. We've done like a few on and off lives. So we're in the process of selling our house. The roofers were here this week, and we got all that taken care of. So once the new roof's on, then we do have some people interested now. We're just waiting for that part, and then I just got to like paint the front because the front is gray because we started to change the color of the house, and we kind of never finished it. So I'm just going to put it back to the original color. We started packing. The reason I don't have a dual camera setup or like Sarah at our own station, because over there is literally mattresses, baby mattresses, and just Christmas stuff. It's boxes piled in a corner. So I just have this side visible for like streams and when I'm on camera for work and stuff. So what else we got on here? Hello, everyone. Welcome. This live is, we're just hang out. Sit and chat and hang out, tell you what's going on. So we did film today. There will be a video out tomorrow. We did film today.
Filmed last night, too.
And Sarah and Natalie filmed last night, so there's going to be a Children to Treasure. The reason it wasn't out today is we have to go somewhere tomorrow to finish that video because Natalie's going someplace cool, and it's going to be recorded. So we have a new dive, a new Children to Treasures out. We got the live here podcast style. This is more or less us just hanging out with you, chatting, talking, testing out the waters here because we've been talking about wanting to do podcasts again. In the last time I talked to Joe, he's still open for the idea of all of us sitting down and talking about like behind the scenes and stories and streams and all that fun stuff. So we still plan on doing that. I think we're just holding off until we move. Hey, Hazel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Every time I see Hazel's name, her little badge changes because she migrates in the months there. But we are officially back. So at bare minimum, while we're still in the process of getting out of here, we are going to put out a video a week, whether it's a children video or a dive. Now that the job and everything is secured and everything is where it should be, we are going to go back and do what we normally do. Now, I'm noticing on the stream, and it's driving me nuts, I need to do a little camera trickery here. Hold on 1 second, because the camera is not. It's displaying like our shirts are backwards, and it's just it drives me crazy. Configure video.
Your shirt is backwards.
Yeah, so it's like the live behind me, but I don't know how to do it in this software. Oh my goodness. Transform. Flip horizontal. There we go. Now we're the right way. We figured it out.
That looks weird now.
Yeah, because you're used to looking at it the other way, and when you hold this hand up, the other hand on the screen goes up.
I put my head now.
Oh, yeah. So now we're testing the waters. Joe, last time I talked to him, which it was like, was it last week we were there? Or whenever we were there last, we do want to do a podcast. Whether we migrate, like which episodes and which, we have no idea what we're doing yet, but that's still something we're excited about. Now, for Trash to Treasures, we've been teetering on what we're going to do with the channel as a whole. Now, Trash to Treasures portion of it is never going anywhere. We're still going to do that. But we didn't know if we wanted to make the channel like our names, like our channel, and then have subcategories like Explorers, Trash to Treasures, Children. Do it all under one, or start making separate channels. We haven't decided yet.
Just keep it under one.
Yeah, under one. So the channel name might change to like Kushane Media or something, whatever name we decide, and then Trash to Treasures will be a show underneath it. We don't know, because I love the logo, I love our merch, I love our stuff, but there's so much stuff we want to do. So now I put my hand on my chest, and I want to see how delayed it is. And because this delay seems longer
very long
than what Streamlabs is. Wow. I haven't touched my chest yet on that video.
No,
are you serious?
I said it's a really long.
Wow. Delay. That's crazy. That's crazy. So you guys are so if it looks like we're ignoring the chat or like it takes a while, we're not. We're just realizing the massive lag. So I got to pay for my Streamlabs next paycheck because the free stuff apparently comes with some downsides, like insane lag. But the stream is healthy, according to YouTube. It is indeed healthy. I don't like this new studio view. Oh, we're getting more people jumping on, too. We got some more people on here. Hello, hello. I'm sorry, I'm playing with the analytics at the same time. As I said, this stream's just kind of us hanging out, talking with you guys, chilling, playing with new softwares, making sure everything works. I do use this microphone for, like, work, but I have not had a pot like this set up for streaming probably a year and a half at this point. Has it been that long? It's going to be longer than that.
I don't know.
The Just Let It Happen podcast ended.
The last ones were you and Joe.
Yeah.
Or me, you and KBT.
And I had just started the Verizon job. So that was, a year and a half. Holy shit. Really? Damn. Where is it? I had to push the button. I love that button. I use that button in my classes too. Nice. Enable DVR, live stream latency.
So the chat is, I think, up to
like
what we're saying.
Well, when they watch it.
No. I think the chat is up to where we were just at. Like where we're at.
Oh, we're going to do this 1, 2, 3. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 45-second delay.
Yes.
From when I said 1, 2, 3. So this chat is 45 seconds behind what we're actually doing. That's not that bad, but not where we want it to be. I hope you all heard Nathan laughing.
No, they just heard you count. So the chat is up.
No, it's 45
where
seconds
we are.
behind. That up there is what they're watching right now. That chat goes with that video,
But
so
people
that's
are hearing him laughing right now.
yeah, because it's been 45 seconds. Since I said
Okay,
it.
he doesn't want to lay down, so
You want to come up and say hi to everyone? Go ahead, say hi.
because he's wide awake.
Look at that little baby. Look at this. Squiggle Beans is normally seen like in his seat and stuff. So this
He's
is
no
like,
longer Squiggle Beans, though.
oh yeah, he's a squiggle boulder now. He's definitely a squiggle boulder now. What you doing? You say hi? Did you say hi to everyone? Did you say hi to everyone? Where's that baby? Do you see the baby? I see the baby. Yeah, Alan can count. So yeah, 45-second delay, and I'm still watching it. Like I'm trying not to. There's a TV in front of us, so I have 3 monitors here, and there's a TV up on the wall, and I'm trying not to look at the video up there because it's driving me crazy. Like Sarah's right now on our view pointing right now. I'll let you know when I see what I just did up there. So yeah, it's Squiggle Boulder now. He's huge. He rolls. He doesn't want to crawl. He literally wants to get up and just run.
Which is what he's trying to do right now.
Yeah, which is exactly what he's trying to do right now. This is so cool. So when we were doing the Just Let It Happen podcast, I've met Sarah through what used to be Studio One and then became Just Let It Happen podcast. And Sarah ended up becoming the producer of that. And I was literally just listening to some of the podcasts like in the truck. Our greatest episodes like to date on that channel were the ones that she did. Specifically, our number one like episode ever, even today still gets listens, is the generational differences episode and the 90s. Those two, yeah. See, I'm over there talking about the TV in front of us on the video right now. That's insane. But yeah, when we do, if we do the Trash or Treasures podcast or whatever we call like our podcast, because I do want to do one with my buddy Joe too. We already have it like branded, the Alan and Joe podcast, not Joey CTV Joe, KBT Killer Bathtub Joe, my friend Joe. We don't know what we're gonna call ours. That podcast is just like waiting for us to move. Whatever we're gonna call the one we're gonna do with Joey CTV, we have no idea yet. That's all hinges on us getting out of here. And that roof, the check got here. We signed it right here at this desk, right here. So now we got to wait 4 days for the bank to get that check. Then they can come and make really loud noises for a couple days and put a new roof on there. And then we can sell the house and be gone. Be gone. We want to get the hell out of here. We need to get the hell out of here. Let me see what's up with the chat. Yeah, he's getting big quick. AJ's head is like up to here on me now. He's shooting up. Natalie's just Natalie. I don't think she's getting any taller, so if she does, I'm gonna take an axe to her knees and then sew her feet to her stumps.
She's already taller than me, so she doesn't need to get any taller.
Oh yeah, you don't want to pull that cord, buddy. I don't have the Velcro on it because the microphone Sarah's using, I have to take down when I work because it's blocking the other monitor. The way it's set up now is not the way we normally do it. Say hi. Say mama, mama, mama. Dad, 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 dad. Say mama, mama. Dad, dad, dad. He does say words, so. Say mama, mama, mama. AJ loves this room too. He does the same thing. He'll sit and like if I get up, he'll be at my keyboard pushing the buttons on the mixer with the microphone here, and he'll do this. Then when he wants to talk, he throws it away and he talks. He's got it a little backwards, but yeah. Let me go back to that one. Okay. Because when we do end this, I want to. Actually, I'm just going to do it because I was going to do it when we started and I didn't get to do it. He's not moving. He's sleeping still. So I'm going to do it now. Let's officially kick this off. I hope you guys can... he does play the drums now, too. I got to open this podcast style. And what's going on, everyone? You are tuned into the Trash and Treasures podcast. I am Sarah.
I'm Alan.
And if you want to see everything we do, youtube.com/Trash and Treasures 2, or whatever the thing is. Yeah, all that fun stuff. I kind of lost the intro there, but I had to do it. I love that theme. This might have been the theme for like everything. But AJ does actually play on those drums. He has no rhythm yet. He's learning to hit them and knowing that they make different sounds. For those of you on our personal Facebook, I think Sarah posted a video. I might just put it on I might put a little community post up with AJ on the drums.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. We're just playing around right now, seeing like if this stuff still works. And plus, we kind of wanted to hang out with you guys. For those of you joining us now, so we are back in full swing. Bare minimum, we are going to have one video out a week. I know I'm repeating myself for some of you. But now, like, the income secure and job secure and life is getting back to normal, even in the middle of the move. We are going to do at least one dive or one Children's to Treasure video a week. So we will be back every single week. There's no more delay between videos. Obviously, like, once we move, I'm so looking forward to going exploring with Joe again. I miss it. You got to bring it closer to hear him. I don't know if they heard him or not. Thank you. You're doing that. He let mommy tickling you. And I can't wait to do a podcast with Joe too. You're silly. Say mama, 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 da 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 da, mama, mama, mama. He's so silly, isn't he? Thank you. Yeah, I love doing the intro. I got an outro too, but I miss the days of podcasts and radio and all of that. Yeah. It's good to see all of you, too. It is so good to see all of you, too. I can't wait for all of us to meet on all these multiple different channels. I can't wait for Natalie to actually get started with hers. I can't wait to sit in the microphone and have, like, planned conversations with Sarah and then doing stuff with my buddy KBT again. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's coming. It's coming. Yeah, and maybe we'll just keep a weekly or bi-weekly Trash to Treasures where we just sit down and talk. Actually, we ordered McDonald's for the kids when we were in the middle of the dive. So we get all the way there, and then the stupid phone set us for a McDonald's all the way back towards Big Score Davenport. So we drove all the way back there, and I noticed the Walmart distribution. The distribution center, the Walmart.com warehouse and distribution center was near McDonald's. I want to get on a satellite map and start looking at like the Amazon warehouses and all the big places around because they throw stuff out too. They do it all the time.
They had the guard stand
at the Walmart one, but that was only one building. I'm going to get on like Google Earth and get the satellite map of the building and see if we can get into like UPS or Amazon or these big things. I think if we can get into those, I wonder what's in those dumpsters.
I want to start doing videos of like the I can't bring any closer because he keeps hitting his head on it.
That's why I turned it up a little bit.
The what are they called? The storage units. Like I want to buy storage units and do that.
Yes. I've been wanting to do that forever. But yeah, once we get moved and set up and like, it is entirely possible we might be doing some storage videos. We've been trying to get into storage places to see what's in their dumpsters. Especially when like people buy them and go through them, they take what they want, they throw the rest out. Oh yeah. So Hazel, you'll see it on the next video. It's a good thing it's not in here because it'd give away the video before it's out. So Staples does Amazon drop-offs now. So the video that's coming out tomorrow, one of the stops we went to was Staples. It was Staples. And that dumpster was unusually full. Did not know why. And we did get something from Staples. You guys will see that tomorrow. But when we drove around the front, because Natalie had to tinkle, and I stopped at Staples because it's less busy than Dollar Tree. And I used to work at Staples, and I know everyone in the building. Anyway, they have Amazon drop-offs. Now, Kohl's does it around here, but Kohl's has a separate Amazon dumpster that is locked down or compacted because they throw away most of their returns. Staples does not. If you guys have a Staples in your area and you want to check it out and dive and see what you can get for Amazon returns, record it, check it out, because it is open. If any of you guys get anything from Staples, I need to know what it is. Hey, Paula, what's up? No, sorry, you're late. We're late.
100% having issues.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because I've been trying to get my money back for days, and it's still not back yet.
Yeah. But check any of you that want to dive, check out Staples dumpsters right now because they just started doing Amazon returns and they throw everything out. You guys will see what we got from there on the video. What's up? What's up? Record collector. Ooh, I miss my record collection.
So Southern, what part of the South?
I have none left. Yeah, what part of the South? What's up? I kind of like these chill sessions where we're just kind of hanging out. I hope you guys too. Oh, it's Hayden.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. What's up, Hayden?
Hi, Hayden.
I'm not used to seeing that name.
I've actually never seen that name.
Yeah, but then again, when we used to do videos before, we were doing the Facebook side of it, and we know Hayden, obviously, personally.
Yeah.
Hayden, I need links. I'm gonna put links to your stuff in the descriptions too. We gotta promote you more. You are, holy shit, man. I'm sorry we haven't been in touch, but we've been insanely busy. Well, you guys know how it is to sell a house and get it ready and find a new place and do the move and all that. So, I mean, you just did it. So that is exactly what we're going through right now.
Yeah, so Paula Squiggle Beans is no longer Squiggle Beans.
Squiggle Boulder
He's
now.
Squiggle Boulder.
He literally will ball up, roll off his pillow, and try to stand and run.
He's huge.
But yeah, no, I can't wait to start checking out more Staples. So tomorrow we're going out filming again. You guys have been so supportive during this time where we've been kind of down and trying to figure things out. You guys have been amazingly supportive, and we're glad you're all here. We're sorry it took us so long to get to making videos again, but yeah, we're back, baby. We're back. It was so exciting being out with Sarah in the truck and the kids and doing this, and we have AC in the truck now, so it's a lot easier in the summertime. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a trip. It's a trip. Yeah. No, Paula, when AJ did it, AJ literally went in his walkie for a week, and then he went up on that push thing, and then he was gone. He was, yeah, and he hasn't stopped.
Yeah.
He hasn't stopped, has he? No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. Oh, it's your big baby. He's your big baby.
Yeah. Updates to someone that I know has driven by the Frank Lloyd Wright house recently. Joe, not your Uncle Joe. He was doing Bartow. The gates were open, and there were trucks in and out of there. So I don't know if it's the farm that's on the side of there or if someone bought the property and is doing something with it. I found my drone, and the next time I'm in that area, I'm going to send the drone up from the driveway and see if I can get an overview to see if they're tearing that place down or renovating it. Yeah. Oh, Paula, he doesn't want to crawl. He has no interest in that. He literally tries to stand up and just go. He's going to be one of these kids that just stands up and goes. And Hayden, if you start a record collecting channel, you should record it and do that because that's badass. That's awesome. 2 hours in the house and get back till 1 o'clock. Oh yeah, welcome to show business. Welcome. Living the dream, right? I remember when we did radio and podcast in the beginning in full swing. We'd start a show at 9 o'clock. I wouldn't be done till 3. And then when the show's done, then you got to edit and you got to set it up. And yeah. Well, I'm hoping, Hazel, because of the house, I'm hoping someone with a fuckload of money bought the place and is going to renovate it to its former glory. Hopefully, if someone does that, the unrest spirits that are there will be happy that the house is being renovated and taken care of. Maybe they'll be at peace. Because if you notice in all, even the recent videos from Joe, and I'm so pissed I couldn't go that day. And when I went there, the more it falls apart, the more activity is in that house. I don't think whoever's there is happy, so I will try to get a drone above there.
Their house is falling down.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm going to try to get a drone over there. I found the drone that Brian left, which is literally the same drone that we had, and it broke. Because it flew into the wall. I'm going to try to get a drone over there because I need to see it. I need to see what they're doing. While the gates are open and there's people in and out of there, obviously we're not going to break the law. We're not going to trespass. Yeah, I know. Wasn't it? It was so beautiful.
Didn't we recently drive by a Frank Lloyd Wright house, one that he built?
Yes.
But it wasn't the actual one.
So, yeah. So, actually, where I live, there are 4 Frank Lloyd Wright either designed or built houses here. One just went on the market. One's a museum. Then there's one in Bartow. And then the last one, it says it's in Winter Haven, but there's no address disclosed. I was talking to Joe about this a couple months ago when we were talking about podcasts. Frank Lloyd Wright obviously is going to be something we talk about either on the first or second show, but I kind of want to pull up a history of it. I've found all the Frank Lloyd Wright houses that are museums and you can tour or spend the night there. There's a bunch of them there. But I want to find out what other abandoned properties there are built by FLW, and maybe it'll warrant countrywide tour of abandoned Frank Lloyd Wright houses. You never know. But I hope someone bought it. Even if they... Even with walls falling down and even parts of the ceiling, that house is still huge, and it still can be saved. Obviously, it's going to take someone with a lot of money. I mean, the house alone, from the last time I looked at the listing, I mean, it originally was $2-something million. It's down to $800,000. The more it's destroyed, the more the price goes down. But I'm hoping someone buys it and takes care of it and rebuilds it, because that would be nice. Or maybe whoever bought the Frank Lloyd Wright houses here, turning them into museums, maybe they bought it. I have no idea. But we got to send a drone up and find out.
Guitar Center dumpster.
What?
You never know. So we do have, there's a, where I bought Alan's drums. It's also a guitar place over there. We haven't actually gone over there, but it's in
Yeah.
It's
our downtown Winter Haven area.
Yeah.
I know where the dumpster is. I'm pretty sure they're locked theirs. But where we're going tomorrow, there is a guitar center. Do you know what? We're going to check it out. I'm going to check out our first guitar center dumpster tomorrow. Because where we're going, I'll be right next to a guitar center. So, thank you, Hayden. That is going to happen tomorrow. Whether it be a short or whatever, that's going to happen tomorrow. So, yeah, no, well, the other one in Winter Haven that's a museum is. There's a lot of videos, local videos from people here and on the news of people going through that house. I forget what the name of it's called.
Is it the one that Adam Lewis stayed in?
I don't know if it might have
The
been.
one where like they had like different objects on the bottom, then they went upstairs. It's like yellow on the house is yellow on the outside.
Let me look it up on Google right now.
Well,
I just realized
now we can't see the chat.
I know. We can't see the chat, guys. 1 second. Well, I can't do it. Frank. Right. House. Winter. He's in Florida. Wait. There's a Frank Lloyd Wright house that's a museum right where we're going tomorrow in Lakeland. Yeah, look at that. So there's one in Lakeland too. Here it is, Winter Haven. This one right here.
Oh no, that's not the one I was thinking.
No, this is the one that just went up for sale. Let me see if I can screen share with you guys. Let me move you guys down on my other monitor. Hold on 1 second here. I need to move you guys to this monitor temporarily. So this is, hold on, I gotta add a scene.
Alan moved the chat to his side so I can no longer see it.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. We'll just call this one screen.
And how come everybody else can find our...
Hold on, guys. I know we went blank there for a second. I'm going to go blank for 1 more second. I got to set up the scene. I know there's no audio. No, you didn't lose us. We're still here. We still here. 1 second. It's going to go black again. Almost 1 second. Okay, so we should have sound there. I'm trying to set up a screen share so I can share my screen. Display capture. Oh my God. Okay, that's big. Let's shrink this guy down here. So this is the Frank Lloyd Wright house that just went up for sale in Winter Haven. This house is literally 5 minutes from me. Maybe a little bit less, but this is the house. This just went up for sale. It's a beautiful house. Look at that. Yeah, right at the orange fields. Yeah. So this is the one that's for sale right now in Winter Haven. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I know it's still behind because I can see them over there, and we still haven't even switched the screen back. So, yeah, look at that house. Oh my God, look at that. I didn't see the inside photos before. See, now we're black. It's catching up to the screen share on their side. Oh my, yeah.
You're the only one who can see the comments, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm going to move it back in a second. Oh, that's nice, yeah. This one. That's a beautiful... That stupid tile, though.
It's got to be delayed only for us to see because they're seeing it and it's not showing it up there.
Okay, maybe you guys have a less of a lag than I think. Maybe it's just ours. I don't know. I hate that tile. Sarah and I can't stand this tile, and you see it a lot in Florida because it's so cheap and so quick to do. I think it looks horrible. This is a beautiful... This is a beautiful house.
Color, though, that mint color.
Yeah. So this is definitely... The delay is not as bad as we see it.
Go back up real quick.
What? To the... Oh.
I like that mint color. It makes me think of Graham.
This is just a laundry room.
I know. It looks like Graham.
Our laundry room's as big as AJ's bedroom, right?
Yeah.
See, I don't mind that tile. It looks nicer than that plain just crap, but I don't like tile at all. I break phones on tile. Now that wood floor, that I like. I'm a northerner. I'm from Massachusetts, so I'm used to seeing wood and stuff like that. Oh, the office. The office is beautiful. I love it. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay, this is an interesting bathroom design. Look at that. It's a slidey.
Mm.
That's a nice room. Yeah, and just imagine the Frank Lloyd Wright house that we've all been exploring. It could look like this again. I mean, it just takes someone with
Money
money.
and time.
If I had the money and time, I would have bought that house. Sarah would have sent in the Ghostbusters first, but
I would have sent in an exorcism. I would have been splashing holy water everywhere.
Yeah,
I like that wall color.
I like the room.
So as soon as I said that, there's a cross in that doorway.
Oh, the bathroom needs new tile.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
Be-
it's just outdated. Well, some of it's
I
outdated.
like that wall.
I like
walls.
the floor's not bad either.
No, I wouldn't know.
No.
No.
Compared to that plain,
it's not
boring.
even. It's all different colors, and it's not even it's like, no, it's already driving me nuts. Go to a different page.
We'll just stay on this page. You want me to zoom in on the floor
No.
for you? Yeah, so like if whoever buys this house is probably gonna like redo like tile and just
Look
update
at the
it.
sink. It looks like a face.
Give me a sandwich. Insert quarter here. I like the vintage at bat. Yeah, it did need some help, didn't it? What? This looks like the floor. This looks like a hospital room.
Yeah.
The floor.
No.
I feel like you can put a hospital bed in here and like set up a scene to do like a doctor show or something.
They probably just did this because it was like super cheap, and it was just to get it done.
Well, also remember when these were built too. This is a long
Yeah,
time
but
ago.
some of it looks updated.
Some of it. Well, that's an enormous house.
Yeah.
See this this bathroom was updated.
Yeah.
This got new count. This bathroom I don't mind. This is a nice bathroom.
Look at the little elephant picture.
What? Oh, right here. Yeah, I see that. It's, yeah. Oh, so much built-in storage. Yeah, some of these rooms were updated. Some of them obviously weren't.
The beds and the chairs remind me of Mary's Amish setup.
Yeah, look, as Paul is saying, storage. Look at the storage in this hallway here.
Mhm.
I would love that in this house. The attic room.
It's a frog room.
It's an attic room.
It's a frog room.
A frog room?
Yeah.
I would put the studio up here.
Oh, don't bite that. Don't bite that.
Actually, no, Sarah would be up here with a giant like hammock in the middle. And
Not a hammock. I can't use hammocks.
What the hell is this?
That's
It's a scooter enclosed? I want one.
sure.
Yeah.
Four-car garage.
Yeah,
of
I'll take the
course.
garage. Holy water filtration system. That's going to be some good tasting water right there. This is the Frank Lloyd Wright house down the street from us that is for sale now. Isn't that pretty? I know that is like not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see Frank Lloyd Wright's Visitor Center. What is this? Where is this? This is in Lakeland, too. Frank Lloyd Wright Visitor Center, Florida Southern College. I didn't even know this was here. I'll have to check that out one day, too. Because I have Winter Haven in here. I need Bartow. I need Bartow in here. I want to see that museum. I want to go through there. Go and book a viewing and do necrophonic. Oh, hell yeah. Wonder House.
What do you mean, hell yeah? I tried to do necrophonic in the house, and you told me not to.
That's because we live here.
So?
This is what they're calling the Wonder House, and this is another one that Frank. I don't know if he was the only one in here that did this. I think this was a. Yeah, he's sliding down. The house nobody lives in. But this is the other one that has Frank Lloyd on it. I don't know how
Look
much.
at those pictures.
Oh yeah, from way back when.
Yeah.
This wasn't a house like that was a house.
I love
This
the
was,
pictures that are like that older and black and white, and there's so much going on in that picture, but you just have to put it up to your imagination.
Yeah.
I love those.
All right, so now let me give Sarah back her chat because she can't see the chat. There we go. Put you guys up here. Yeah, hallway storage. I lived in a inspired house in Southern California years ago. Yeah. I would love to have that much storage on there. But if we ever, like Sarah and I, if something life-changing happened money-wise for us, whether it be lottery or like me, I have a bunch of things in investments, places and somewhere. But if something happened where we got a lot of money, Sarah and I talked about getting a big-ass freaking riding RV with enough bedrooms for all of us and literally just driving around and seeing what we can see. I would love to stop at every single Frank Lloyd Wright house still standing across this entire country.
I want to stop at every Five Below dumpster.
And Sarah, and on the way, we'll stop at every Five Below dumpster. Imagine that if we grow and this happens one day, Trash to Treasures on the go. That would be, I mean, I know Joe's done a lot of traveling in his days. And so the funny thing about Sarah and I is I was watching her uncle's channel before I even knew Sarah existed. And we were sitting on the couch and I was watching some abandoned thing popped up. And Sarah's like, oh, you know my uncle does videos, right? And I'm like, what? Really? So she finds the channel. I'm already subscribed to it. I'm like, that's your uncle? That's I love Joe. I watched Joe and Rob from the beginning. Like, I've been watching them for years. Oh man, yeah. Small world. I didn't even know where I was going or what I was talking about. I am
My knee is my foot stuck.
Are you a foot stuck?
Oh, my slipper.
Oh, her slipper fell out. Yeah, that would be. I would love to stop at every single one. I mean, at bare minimum, there's a lot of places here. And actually, it would be kind of a Trash to Treasure Explore video because a lot of them are museums and stuff. I would love to go through it, but it was the Wonder House that Ed and the Woo went through. That's the one I was looking for.
Oh, yeah.
I know Frank Lloyd Wright did designing with that house with someone else.
What is Sephora or Morpheus? Cosmetic? Oh, a cosmetic store.
Yeah, Sephora.
I'm not like a big makeup person. Natalie would know more than I would. So.
Yeah. Well, Natalie's been in the Ulta dumpster before in the beginning. I don't think we posted those videos.
No, I don't think so.
Because Natalie was under the age of 13 and YouTube is really weird with kids.
Yeah.
We didn't include her in the actual dives. Now that she's older and getting more responsible and whatnot, she might end up eventually doing more. Yeah. Kinda. 13-year-old teenage freaking girl coming from this psychopath right here. You can only imagine. You will be seeing her more in videos. Plus, she's got plans for her own thing too.
She's really into like wanting to do like animal stuff.
Yeah. So Sarah noticed it in the video that's going to come out Monday for Children's to Treasure. So Natalie has always been on camera with me, on microphone with me, like her entire life. She had her own YouTube channel. Now she gets weird when the camera's on her.
Because I think she's now 13. She's more conscious, but self-conscious about her body and stuff like that. But like if it's just her face, I think she's like not as weird about it. But I was doing like a full body shot from like her head to her toe. Like she was just fully in there, and like you could see she was trying to like squeeze her stomach and like I don't know. Yeah,
it's a teenage. Now, if I put her in front of this microphone,
she won't shut up.
She won't shut the fuck up. she'll just keep going and going. Oh, sorry. Yeah, she won't shut the fuck up. Okay, there we go. Yeah. But yeah, I noticed it too when Sarah was showing me the video footage. So I'm gonna piece that together because out of all the years Natalie has been filming with me and doing YouTube is filmed this way. To go across a screen, cell phone screen, you turn it.
You really gonna put me on blast like that?
Not this way. So Sarah, out of habit, because she just grabs her phone and she does this like
Are you
most
gonna put me on blast like that
like
now?
like most today does. So the first thing I'm like, you filmed that video the wrong way, right? And she's like, what? And Natalie didn't notice it either. So I'm like, and Sarah said the same thing. She goes, really, Natalie? So you've been with me the whole time? You've been filming your father your whole life?
There's
and
no way she
you
noticed because
could
there's many a time she looked at the camera.
Yeah. So it's gonna be like at the end of the video we're shooting tomorrow for the rest of the Children with Treasures thing. But I thought it was funny, like 13 years of being with Dad filming, she hasn't figured this out yet. Like, not this way, this way. This way is good for shorts. This way is good for short content. This is for long form videos. Yeah. Utilize the screen real estate. But it was so cool. Like, I sat at home with AJ and Nathan, and Sarah and Natalie went out and did their own thing, and they were filming. It's so nice to see. Yeah. I am so looking forward to what's coming. I'm so looking forward to what's coming, guys. Actually, do you guys enjoy like this just chilling and chatting thing too? I know Joe and Rob used to do like their real talks and stuff like on their channels, and I always enjoyed those when they just weren't constantly talking about the gym, because as you guys can tell, I'm not the gym type, No, I love. That's what I love about podcasts. So, like, today we don't have a topic. We have nothing.
I do. And I've been wanting to talk about it so bad.
All right, hold on.
I can't hear what you're about to do.
We got to do it. We got to do it. Sarah's got something to talk about. Let's count down.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, Sarah, what do you want to talk about?
Okay. So, has anybody like been watching? I'm pretty sure everyone on here has seen like the older Disney movies where they're all like cartoonerized. I don't know, is that a word? Anyway, cartoonerized is my word now. And now they're making all
Doesn't it, Paula?
and now they're making all the Disney movies live version or live action, which is cool. But like, so for instance, the Mulan movie, character like the cartoon version, that one's awesome. Like they've got Mushu and everything. He's cool. But like the live action of that is so different from the cartoon one because they never said that, like, they didn't say to the public that movie, the live action movie, was actually based off of the original book, which the cartoon version is not based off the original book. So it's completely different. And I didn't like it until I really understood why it was the way it was. And like, I don't know, I haven't seen the live action Little Mermaid yet, but I want to. Just like every other movie, I try to give it a chance. My sister saw it. She said she liked it. So they changed it a little bit, like with the songs and stuff.
I have not seen the live action Mulan.
No, he won't watch it because I had already said it wasn't like, okay, it's a good movie on its own, like by itself, but when you're putting it together saying it's the live action of Mulan, like the cartoon version, it's not a good live action for the cartoon. It is a good movie on its own. It's just not for the live action. I don't know, what do you guys think?
Now,
I think the live action takes away from the animated version in some way. Yeah, it does. Because they take it and they make it completely different. Now, my favorite Disney movie out of all Disney movies is Princess and the Frog. I love that movie. And then my favorite one and got character in that is Ray. I don't know if anybody has seen that, but he's my favorite.
that's because it's Jim Cummings, and Jim Cummings is freaking
it's
man.
not because of that. He's the best. But I love the movie Princess and the Frog. That's my favorite.
See,
Does anybody have a favorite Disney movie?
Hazel thinks the cartoons are better. I am with you there. There are obviously a few exceptions. Now, I am a huge fan of Robin Williams as the genie. He will always be the genie. That was his best role ever. But the way they did Aladdin, the live action, I thought was really, really well done. It was close to the original. And Will Smith did an awesome job as the
He was
genie.
phenomenal as a genie. To be, they picked the right person for Robin Williams, I think.
Yeah, I think Robin would have approved of that casting. Lady and the Tramp was not that bad. I like the cartoon better.
I didn't like Dumbo.
Yeah, Dumbo was...
Just because Dumbo is, like, he's so cute. And when they took him and put him in a live version, he's not so cute.
Oh boy, but my job as Mickey Mouse is I need to make more revenue. So we're gonna remake all the same movies, but we're gonna do it in today's times.
Yeah. There's a few exceptions to the live actions, like Alice in Wonderland, and Sarah has not seen all of those yet.
Only because I'm not really a fan of Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, but those...
Well, here's the thing.
Tim Burton did a fantastic job with those.
Okay, Alice in Wonderland for me, because I have vertigo. So watching Alice in Wonderland kind of throws you off because it's already trippy as it is for just somebody who doesn't have vertigo. But like me watching it, it makes me really dizzy. I don't like Alice in Wonderland for that reason. Other than that, it's a good movie. But Bambi, I just recently saw with Alan because I might have watched it when I was a baby. I don't know. But I watched it just recently, like it went to where I actually knew what was going on. Man, do they know how to mess up a movie. Yeah. They just right off the bat, they just went right into killing the parent. Like, no question about it. I'm going to kill the mom.
I don't think the Snow White remake is going to see the light of day with all of what Disney just did with that and the dwarfs. And I don't even know if I want to see that. And yes, Eric, I was shocked when I saw the houses that are museums now or bed and breakfasts, or there are so many out there now, and these companies are buying them, turning them into museums, which is awesome because, you can go through there. It's a piece of history. You get to see it, live it, breathe it. I will tell you this right now. I have watched every video on the Frank Lloyd Wright house that Joe and Rob went through, that Joey CTV went through, that I went through. I've been watching them for years. The videos do not, in any way, shape, or form, show the scale of that house. It looks small, like being in there, the video does not even do it justice at all. Like, period. Like, if you actually came to Bartow and went to that house, you'd be like, this isn't the same house on the videos. It is... I can't even begin to describe.
So the Snow White remake, I didn't hear about the change because I haven't been following it because I get frustrated because it's so stupid. First of all, when I had AJ, I actually grew 2 inches and I'm now over 5 foot. And before that, I was 4'9". And so 4'9" and under is legally, according to the height scale, a midget, a dwarf. I don't know what the right term for it is, but that's what it is. And I think it's ridiculous because people are short, people are tall, people are skinny, people are fat. Doesn't matter. The movie is what it is. It was made years ago, way before all this crap is going on now. The movie is the movie. What does it matter?
It's funny you're diving into this, so I'm just going to say Jason Aldean right now.
Don't, because I'm going to go on a rampage because I don't know if anybody even listens to him, but...
And here's, like... I have a whole political show, like, on the back burner ready to go. It's called Term Limits, but...
I wouldn't go too political.
I'm not going to. So
this is not
this
political.
is.
I was just talking about Disney.
No. I'm going into this for a specific reason. So this is my view. I'm a human being. I hear an idea. I let it swirl around in my head. Then I form my opinion on it. That's called being human. That's called being a person. Being on one side or the other and sticking to that like it's the freaking rule of God it's getting ridiculous. I voted for Democrats. I voted for Republicans. I voted independent. I am not for any party. I am for common sense viewpoint.
Yeah.
So common sense. Then I see like the Jason Aldean stuff that is going on. And the great thing about living in the South is obviously you guys can see I'm a white dude. I'm Italian, French, Irish, Norwegian, Dutch, German, and
Native American.
Native American, and a bunch of other things. I am a mutt. Hearing the Jason, like I turn on the news and the Jason Aldean is plastered over everything being racist and all that, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Sarah played me the song and I saw the video, and I'm like,
It's not.
what the is everyone freaking out about? They're saying it's racist. Okay. Any normal person anywhere.
It wasn't really more along the lines of racist. It was because they were showing all of the.
But the news is attacking him and being racist.
Because they think that it's just dark-skinned people.
It's just, I can't because of his head.
No, yeah,
They think it's just dark-skinned people that he was going after for the riots and stuff like that, but it wasn't. Because he said try that in a small town. But that is nothing to... Every colored person, down to the color pink, live... Because it's 2023.
I know that.
Live
I know that.
in a small town somewhere. He's just saying that he doesn't want criminal actions in his town and you'll not live.
He's a country singer.
But I say we move on from this conversation because I'm going to get too into it.
Well, I know. What I'm saying there, too, like with the old, as Paula said, common sense has become an uncommon thing. I live in Florida.
Well, hang on. Hazel, he's a country singer, and he came out with a new song, and in his music video, he put...
There's videos of riots and people doing dumb shit.
That was going on, like, with the White House and everything here in the United States. And everybody's saying, like...
It's funny.
Not everybody is saying, but some people are saying
he's
being racist, and he's not. He's just saying he doesn't want criminal actions in his town, and it's ridiculous. But there's so many people supporting him. Like, I have not seen one negative dark-skinned person talk about him. So
it's funny because we live in Florida, and the whole point of it was in this crazy fucking world that we live in now. You come to my house.
Your F word.
Oh, I didn't push the button. It's too far away. You come to my house right now. You try to steal my car, break into my house. I'm not going to censor this. I will fucking shoot you. I will shoot you dead, call the cops, and have you removed from my house so I can cook my breakfast. That's what I would do. That is the way it is in most places. Most people, human beings, are going to protect their own. The whole point of that is... And the way I have podcasts about this topic, and I think it comes down to parents raising their kids and so forth and so on, but this world has become so flippin' dumb. Everything's offensive. Everything's this. Everything's that. Oh, I shot someone in my kitchen because they were trying to murder my wife, and I'm a racist, and I'm going to go to jail. This is all like bullshit now.
I don't know if that was you or him.
No, that was probably me. He's still laying down. And some of the stuff that happens in like Chicago or DC or these, I'm going to say it, these democratic cities. I used to live in one. I lived in Massachusetts. I lived in Springfield. I've lived near Boston. I've been there. The stuff that happens there, you try doing that in Florida, Alabama, Georgia, the Carolinas, Texas, anywhere where people still believe in common sense and being one with each other. It would never happen.
Look at Hazel's comment.
What? Oh, yeah.
So when the news shows that stuff too, they're racist too?
Yeah, it's mad. Well, it's funny because the black community down here has been posting a lot of stuff, and they're literally like, "There's nothing in that song that's racist at all." Now the racist people are the people that are complaining about
You
this.
shouldn't say black because I don't know what the actual term is for that. I would just say dark skin because I don't want negative comments. We're not racist.
But it's funny because, and I agree. So the news and the people that are creating these stories are creating this race war that really doesn't exist. Now, with that being said, obviously racism does happen in forms. We've seen it. We watch Karen videos all the time of stupid people, and we are shocked as shit to see what comes out of some of these people's mouths. But the world needs to get back to being one with each other.
To see what comes out of people's mouths, you convinced people that rooms are no longer
I know
square;
that's
they're round.
That's a whole nother thing. But I think all of us as human beings just need to come together, work together, and just.
But you know what about this whole situation with Jason Aldean? It is bringing everybody closer together than it is tearing us apart like they were trying to do.
I noticed that
it's done the opposite of what they tried to do. So way to go.
I think in this, a change is coming. A change is coming. And the great thing about, like, even all of you guys that are here with us and all the fans and all the people we come across, even during my podcast too, I love that human beings with common sense that just want to live happy, healthy lives and love one another. I'm glad that still exists, and I'm glad that we are surrounded by people like that. It gives me hope for the world that Nathan and AJ and Natalie are going to grow up in, and it still does exist. But no, I just laugh. And the reason I brought that up anyway, because it ties into, we all bleed the same. We do. Mm-hmm. And everyone, like, I love when I'm called a racist, and I'm like, do you have any idea of the multicoloredness of my family line? Like, do you really want to call me a racist? We'll have that conversation. It happens. But I'm glad that we are surrounded by people that, we do all bleed the same color. We just want to live happy, healthy lives. Now, the reason that Jason Aldean and that was brought up, because Disney, going back to Disney and Snow White, we have a new group of people that we're just going to, throw out the damn window. And now we're talking about the short people, midgets, dwarfs, whatever they are called today. This liberal takeover of Disney is ridiculous. Why can't we just make quality entertainment that has a story? Guess what, guys? Bad shit's happened to us. We've made mistakes. We learned from our mistakes. Why are we bringing this into... Oh, my God. It's so tiring. And that's why I don't like the live actions.
Eric, your comment where you just said your girlfriend is black and you've been with her since 2010. Nice. I think that's awesome.
That's awesome.
But your girlfriend is not black. She's probably just beautiful and a regular person.
Yep, exactly.
And there's no... I don't see skin color. I see personality.
Alan looks beautiful tonight holding the baby. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. But yeah, no, dude, I love hanging out with you guys. I miss this. This is why I podcasted. Now, I've dabbled a tiny bit in radio, and the thing I would love to be on the radio, but the thing with radio is you got to stick to the scripts, and you get the sponsors, you got all this. The great thing about a podcast, and the one thing I do like about today's time, is I can literally plug a microphone in and I can talk to the world. I can talk to great people like you guys. We can have discussions. We can talk about cool things, see cool buildings. Yes. And agreed.
A nerd
Everyone has.
I like that. That's cute. She's a nerd bird. That's cute. I like that.
Hit it right on the nail there.
Oh,
I don't
have
care.
Good and bad. 100%. 100%. But there's also there's stereotypes out there where, there's like you see a Spanish person and some people instantly think, oh, cartel. You see white people and some people instantly think, oh, KKK. It doesn't matter what color you are. It matters who you are.
Yep. And we were watching someone on YouTube, and this...
Oh, wow, Hazel. I didn't know that.
Sorry.
But that's cool. I mean, well, not cool that happened, but like...
Yeah.
All right, never mind. Scratch that. I'm acknowledging your comment.
Yeah.
Trying to anyway.
And
it didn't go well.
This guy nailed it right on the head. So, and in the Karen videos we watch, we hear Karens dropping N-bombs towards people.
Oh my goodness. Do you know how bad that makes my blood boil every time I hear that word? No person has the right to say that word. It is not right. First of all, it shouldn't be said. Second of all, that was used in slavery times. And why we're still using it now is because rappers are still using it in their songs, but they're putting an A at the end of it. And they think it's okay. So now everybody can just use that word. And that's not how that's supposed to be.
Which rounds back to the way you raise your kids. If you want that shit to stop teaching it to your kids. Stop using it. Put an end to it. This world drives me so far. It drives me so crazy. It's like the simplest concepts, and you look at some people like, how have you not figured this out? Like, we are the ones that can stop it right now. We can stop it. Done. We can. We have the ability to do it, but there are people that don't. And then we have stuff like this. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Oh, my God. It drives me so... I know that. Now, growing up, I did listen to rap. And I do still like some rap music, but some of it is so like...
the 90s rap in the early 2000s
when
rap.
they were rapping for a purpose and a cause.
And you can understand them.
Well, not all of it was like that.
Here's
but
the
yeah.
thing. And speaking, like, now that we're talking about rap, okay, so how is Nicki Minaj, her song, WAP...
Which I still haven't
WAP,
heard.
Whatever they're calling it. How can that song be okay to put out? And we're now talking about women in a nasty, disgusting way. And that's okay for her. But Dylan, what's his name? Mulvaney, whatever. He's doing his thing. And I don't know. I think he's making fun of women, but that's just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But she's okay to do that, and he's okay to do that. But to talk about real stuff that's going on in the world from Jason Aldean is wrong.
It's all mind games. It's all mind control. It's well, I'm going to catch up on comments. All of it's comments. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, now, like back in the 80s and 90s, there is some good rap that actually was there for a cause and has a story to it. And then there's stuff that's like what the f*** am I listening to?
I completely agree. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's just common sense. But
it's oh my God, this world today.
Starting to see that this world has no common sense right now.
Yeah, no, that is actually Hazel. You're nailing it right on the head there. When that stuff started happening, that is when rap took a huge decline.
Right.
It really did. It really did, because then it started being about everything. I got it set up. I did let some things slip, but because YouTube has loosened the restrictions on swearing, and I think I've used my allotment of F-bombs in this stream anyway. Yeah, but even like on YouTube here, like because of what we're talking about, even though we're not directly like talking about things, we're talking about common sense. And this is another reason why our podcast ended. So there was a point during like the election and stuff, and we were talking about our viewpoints and whatnot. YouTube and Facebook shut us down. Like if we would say the word gun, school, or anything like that, literally Facebook and YouTube would kill our stream immediately. They would make it disappear. The censorship of people actually voicing real stuff is it's getting ridiculous. It really is. Even on here, like, I was hesitant to even, like, start down this discussion because, obviously, knowing the world today, this polarizes the extremes, like, massively. And, yes, Sherry, I agree. I'm not even going to watch the Snow White movie at this point because of that.
My thing is I have this weird thing that even though, like, there's reviews out, like, same with the Mulan movie and stuff, and I do want to see the Little Mermaid movie just because I like to go watch the movie and then make my own reviews about it. And then I talk to him about it. Even though he hasn't seen it, he won't watch it. I like to give him the review on it just because.
And then you got something, and we're going to go sci-fi here. Then you look at Star Trek. You look at Star Trek. Well, here's the reason why, like, Doctor Who and Star Trek and a lot of these older sci-fi shows are still on today.
Not bringing politics.
They touch on it.
They do, but not to an extent to where, okay, now we have to have, okay, so let's say Picard, right? Picard has the
he was an android body.
No. The girl with the boy, I don't know. The couple, the young couple, the one where the guy, he didn't have a body and then he came back in his body, or she.
You lost me. There's so many episodes like you lost me.
No, I think it was Discovery. Or just
you might be talking
Discovery.
about. Oh, yeah,
yes,
great.
Okay. Yeah, thank
You're
you.
talking about Discovery.
Remember his name. Okay, so Discovery. Just like them, they brought people in that were not straight, but weren't, like, they didn't say what they were, but you knew what they were, but they didn't make it, like, in your face.
They don't flaunt things, and they show both sides of things, especially like Star Trek now. Obviously, with the world going on, that's been brought into it. But Star Trek does it in a way where you see all sides of it, and then they look at the actual human story, and viewpoint to it. And it's great entertainment. It's like we're not one thing, we're not the other. This is what's going on. Here's the events. We're going to incorporate it in our story, but we're going to make it in a way so you can actually see what both sides are, what the issue is, and how they come together and do it. I love that stuff because it is true humanity.
Just like even like Doctor Who, like the Doctor he's both ways.
Yeah.
But it's because
he's not gay, straight, he's not man, woman, he can be anything.
Right.
Like it's
but
nice.
It's not like they don't make him out there. Like it's just not they make it normal almost to a sense. Like it's not a big deal.
Oh, Hazel, you need to watch the new Trek. Oh my God.
So I never watched the old Star Treks. And then when I moved in here with Alan, I started getting into like the newer stuff, like Picard and Discovery, which I love Discovery. It was my favorite. Well, I like Picard too. I don't know, they're probably equal. But I started getting into those. And even now, like Stargate, I didn't really watch that, but I'm finally watching. I've watched
She's watching it because Jason Momoa is in Atlantis.
What does he have to do with anything?
No, it's funny. It's funny even today, like Jason Momoa, was like, how was the fame from Aquaman and stuff? He goes, bro, I'm still like, people come up to me and be like, oh my God, you're Ronan Dex. Stargate is still like his biggest role, his biggest fan base. I don't care how famous and popular he gets. Every single day of that man's life, someone comes up to him.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Both.
But if you had to pick one over the other, I would pick Star Wars just because I grew up watching Star Wars and not Star Trek.
I can't choose between the two. And it's funny about George Lucas and Gene Roddenberry. Their shows, they talk to each other about ideas and stuff, and they made their separate worlds. They were always like together like
make
that.
him a bottle. You want to take him for a minute?
Oh yeah. Come here, buddy. Ha-ha. Look at my dad watching memories. Yeah. So, I mean, I love, and that's what I love about the sci-fi genre, too, is they keep, like, humanity into it. They don't bring this bullshit that we're dealing with into it. Yeah, it is very hard to pick. Now, yeah, I can't. I never could get into that war with people. I love them both equally. If you look at the shelf behind me, I got Star Trek ships, originals. I got Star Wars ships. I got them all. Like, I'm always, like... I've always been a fan of both. I guess if I had to choose one, like it's all I could ever watch again, I could never watch anything else, I'm going to choose Star Trek just on the sheer fact there's so much Star Trek. Rewatching things, it take years. There's not that much in Star Wars to keep you like going for I guess there is now, but Star Trek still got it beat. Between the two, I choose Doctor Who. I choose Doctor Who hands down. But yeah, any of you guys who watched Star Trek before and you haven't seen any of the new stuff is really good. It is really, really, really good. Like insanely good. I just started rewatching the newer seasons of Picard. Also, and then like the other show like I love, and everyone looks at me weird for saying it, Outlander. Yep, I love Outlander. I've heard some things about newer Star Wars and some of the shows not being that good. Now, I watched Kenobi. I watched The Mandalorian, even though I'm not caught up with Mandalorian yet. Kenobi was done really good. Mandalorian, I loved. I haven't really watched the other shows.
What is that?
What?
Oh, look it. It looks like there's holes in the pillow.
No, it's because...
It's green.
Yes, it's... I must have a chroma filter on because it's trying to make the green invisible. But yeah, I highly recommend watching new Star Trek, guys. If you haven't watched it, it is awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. I love it. I love it. Let's keep entertainment good. And then my old school sci-fi thing, and I just started. I'm on episode 3 again, rewatching it. Farscape. If you haven't seen Farscape, awesome show. Crazy stuff. What else you guys watch? What are you guys into? Like aside from like Star Wars, Star Trek, what do you guys? What do we all like in this room? That is and I ask my classes this too, and I always get into the iPhone, Android. argument with my classes. I'm a virtual trainer, so like I do this all the time. What do you guys like to watch? And like I'm just curious on what we got here. What do we all like? I don't even know who's still here with us.
Oh, has anybody been watching Sweet Magnolias? Because that's a really good one we've been watching.
I hate how they ended it because they kind of ended it this season like it may never come on. Anything paranormal?
Oh, anything paranormal.
Yeah.
So have you seen Supernatural? Because I know that's such an old show, but I just started watching it for the first time.
Yeah, she's watching it for the first time.
I like it. I think it's good.
Anything? Yeah, I like paranormal too. I'm a fan of a lot of things, and one of my favorite things to do.
Orange is the New Black.
Haven't seen it yet.
Oh my god,
Captain Janeway's in it.
She is, but she's a little nutty in that. She's not Captain Janeway at all in that. But
this is what happens when you take Janeway off a Voyager.
Right. Orange is the New Black was actually, it was good until like certain parts that was really gross, but it's good. It has a good storyline to it. Like, I guess.
Walk the Line was good. I haven't seen La Bamba yet.
Walk the Line. Oh my God.
Yeah. Here's my favorite thing to do with Sarah. Don't judge me. Or judge me all you want because I really don't care. I will sit with Sarah and watch chick flicks and teen drama all day long. It's like, I love it. Sarah likes like a lot of those movies.
Except for the one show I watched that he makes fun of because he says the brother sleeps with everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
first of all,
he has a thing for his foster sister. You cannot deny that. You can't deny it. He does.
It's not his foster sister because she didn't get adopted.
It's still his foster sister. He wants to sleep with his sister.
Anyways, if anybody was curious on what we're talking about, it's a show called The Fosters. I don't know if you've seen it, but he makes fun of it all the time. And he said something funny about the show to Nathan the other day, and Nathan had the funniest expression.
Prison Break.
Oh, yeah.
Who here is a Prison Break fan? Who here is a flipping Prison Break fan? That is up there in my like top all-time favorite shows.
Did you actually look up to see if the thing in Sweet Magnolias was actually the Prison Break? Where Bellic was
I didn't look to see if it was the same sets yet. I haven't watched the new Elvis movie. Have not watched it yet.
So speaking of that new Elvis movie, I don't know if anybody has seen like Disney Channel shows, like kind of going far back now, but the guy, the guy that plays Elvis
Bridgerton.
in that is in Swiss Chef Earth.
He's in One Tree Hill and a bunch of other stuff too. That's Evan Peters, I think his name.
Hazel, so you're a fan of Dusty Bun?
Yeah, Stranger Things is up there. I haven't seen Bridgerton. How is that? Is that good? I've heard things about it, but I haven't seen it yet. Like,
never heard of it.
Stranger Things. I can't wait for the final season. And then
oh my gosh, it's so funny because when Dusty Bun and Susie Poo started singing to each other, what is it called? Yeah, I have a video of Natalie jamming out so loud, singing and dancing in the car to that song. This was like a few years ago, and she was so tiny, but she was in the back seat, just windows down, song blaring. We loved that song, and I was obsessed with Dusty Bun when he was little. But now that he got older, I'm just like, eh.
We're gonna have to add the Bridgerton to our list too.
What is that one?
I'll show you the preview for it in there. I've seen it in I forget what it's on, but I've seen the previews for it. Well, some of the previews.
Austin Butler, yes, that's his name. Okay, so Hayden, he is he's a main character in a show called Switched at Birth, which probably not going to interest you whatsoever, but I'm interested in it because it's about deaf people, and I'm deaf and I sign. So I love that show, but he's one of the main characters in it, and he's actually in a band. I mean, the drummer for his band in that show is a deaf drummer. So you might be kind of interested in it because it's interesting to watch. And in real life, he's actually a deaf drummer. It's pretty cool. So I don't know. Might be interested. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's called Switched at Birth.
So Ghost Adventurers, I've met them when they were at the Lizzie Borden house in Fall River, Massachusetts. I used to live there, around there. I lived in Somerset. My cousin Tommy met them after that, too. He's got pictures with them. Lizzie Borden house was flipping insane. Me and my friend Pat went to stay there, and so much shit happened in that house, we left. We couldn't do it. Ben Thompson. Is that the guy your dad goes to see? The Elvis impersonator guy?
I think so. I couldn't tell you 100% or not. I don't know.
No, Evan Peters was the he did Jeffrey Dahmer. I got that mixed up. The actors. He's the Jeffrey Dahmer in that series. I got that one wrong. Yeah. I think that's the guy Sarah's father goes to see too. I have to look. I have to ask him now.
So I'm not sure. I do know that there's one that he's like my like before he became. So there's one like an Elvis impersonator that was like really really good, and my dad like before he became super like known, popular, I guess. My dad became kind of friends with him, and now that he's like really out there and like known for what he does, it's kind of cool that my dad sees him. I don't know if it's the same guy. I can't remember his name, but Hayden, you're on my dad's Facebook page. I know that because you guys always go back and forth about Elvis on there. I see it all the time. So I don't know if maybe you've seen it or not. Who I'm talking about? I'm not sure if that's who that is.
Another show that's on my top list, and it always is in the back of my. I don't know why it doesn't pop out of my mouth, and maybe it's because I'm sad he's dead now. But Sopranos. I love Sopranos, and anyone who wants to say Saints of Newark was a horrible like movie, no, it wasn't.
I've never watched that.
I know you haven't.
What about Outlander? Because I finally started getting into it. Now
So
that it's not.
Sarah has a thing with the sex scenes in like more like adult kind of shows.
There's a history there that I just don't like.
Yeah.
Seeing it, it makes me feel uncomfortable. So I wouldn't watch Outlander, but now that they kind of took it out ish,
Yeah.
I'm kind of I like the show. The show itself is good, but the scenes I just can't.
See, The Sopranos, you would be looking at because obviously one of them owns a strip club. You'd see a little bit of that, but not as graphic as like Outlander got in those
Yeah,
scenes.
but I'm just not interested in.
Yeah, well, I can always like if you want to watch Sopranos with me, I would love that. I just skip those scenes for you. I just.
But isn't that also one of the shows that's like really gory?
No, I mean, people get shot.
I'm
mafia.
pretty sure. Like, I started watching Supernatural, and that's like really like stuff in that is pretty gory. Shockingly,
Sopranos.
it's gory. Well, let me put it this way: it's gory for me.
Yeah. Hazel, watch it. Sopranos is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. If I had to watch one movie for the rest of my life, what would it be? My answer is going to be weird. Vanilla Sky.
I already knew it.
With
I knew it.
Tom Cruise. Sarah has no idea why that's my favorite movie yet. She hasn't watched it with me yet, or we're going to. There was something about the story, the storyline in there, like the base, like love one individual can have for another. Really inspires me, and like I didn't think that existed.
I'm torn between two movies on that one.
Outlander's so good, Rosalie. It is so good. So good. It is so good. If you read the book, I haven't read the books, but I like my mother has all the books. So when I watch an episode, I used to do this with my grandmother when she was alive. My grandmother's not with us anymore, so my mother has read the book. So every episode, every time I see her, I have to know what was different in the book versus what I saw on screen. I can read a technical manual all day long. I can read numbers all day long. Give me a book. I can't. With the exception of The Time Machine by H.G. Wells.
If I could only watch one movie for the rest of my life, I would be torn between 13 Going on 30 or Dirty Dancing. Like I can't.
I would Dirty
pick.
Dancing over 13 Going on 30 all day.
No,
Dirty Dancing.
Maybe now, but like if it was me before,
Yeah, I
it would be
understand
13
that.
Going on 30.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, like.
I just have to say, Rosalie, you have the same name as my aunt, and every time she's like a sweet little old lady, and every time your name pops up, it makes me all like warm and fuzzy inside. And that probably just sounded really weird, but it just seems nice to see my aunt's name pop up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it
burp.
really?
Your turn. Get him to burp.
Oh, I do big burpees. I do big burpees. I just sit them. Okay. There you go.
He didn't burp.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I felt it. And then the burpees. Yeah, I am one for story. If you haven't seen Vanilla Sky, it's a weird movie, but it's really powerful. It's a really powerful movie. I didn't believe. Now, like, I was married before Sarah, which was like the biggest mistake of my life. I didn't believe in that, like, that type of love existed.
Imagine if she's watching this right now.
If you're watching this right now, I fucking can't stand you.
Stop it. Stop it.
Until Sarah came along, like,
Okay, you are done?
I could literally spend every day in an empty room with Sarah, and I'd be happy for the rest of my life.
Have done that.
Yeah, we have done that too. Wow. Yeah, take a picture for me. I would love to see that. I love H.G. Wells.
I can't see from here.
H.G. Wells, who wrote The Time Machine. I'm a fan of the original 60s movie, which I have, and I'm a fan of the new movie for it, too.
You would pick Vanilla Sky over Back to the Future?
Yes. Much as I love Back to the Future, yes. If it's the only movie I could ever watch again, that movie gave me such hope for that type of love, and now I live it every single day. Even though I work in this room and Sarah's on the other side of the wall, I go crazy that I can't see her. Like, the same with the kids. Like, I've been away from AJ, like, physically away from him, I think, the most 2 hours.
I feel like I just got stung by a bee on my face. It hurts. It's not funny. You laugh at that?
Yeah, no, I love Sarah to death. Change my mind. You don't believe love is real? Hold my beer.
I do have to say, you are a pretty amazing husband. Because I got to, like, I mean, with 2 kids, like, excuse you.
I know, it's your big fucking burpees. What's so
Did
big?
you catch that in the
Yeah,
microphone?
oh, we heard it.
I don't know, because I always say, like, 2 kids because Natalie's 13, so she's pretty much, like, to an extent, she can take care of herself. So, like, but with AJ and Nathan,
She's going to be 14
I'm with them
soon.
all
my
day long
God.
while he's working. So, like, today he took them, because it was a day off, he took them in here. I got to just go shower. Like, I took a long shower. Like, a really long shower, and just got my thoughts back together. And I was like, after I took a shower, I came back in here, and like, it even gave me a time to do my face routine, like my face stuff, my hair. I did my hair. Like, that's how long he had them. And then I came back in here, and then he was to the point where he's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like walking out of the room. I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." I was just like, was so relaxed that I think I was just tired. It like hit me because I was tired.
I will tell anyone who doubts, like, true love exists and, like, that those days are dead and gone. They're not.
Yeah.
And the funny thing with Sarah, too, is after my divorce, like, I was content. I was going to be alone for the rest of my life. I was not looking. I was not searching. I had no desire.
Someone just pulled my driveway.
Oh, they probably just got home. They haven't been home all day.
Oh.
I think Auntie went to the airport. She's got to go up and see my grandmother for everything that's going on. But anyway, what the hell was I just saying?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, no, anyone who doubts it. So, like, with Sarah, I wasn't looking. I wasn't expecting anything. I was literally perfectly content being alone forever. I really was. And not just saying that because I got out of a bad marriage and all that. No, I was just literally done. I'd given up. This is how I met Sarah. She walked through my back door and sat on my couch.
I mean, you guys said somewhere.
That's how I never don't know who she is. She walked in with another one of my podcast hosts. She was gonna watch a podcast. She literally walked in and sat on my couch. That's how I met Sarah. Didn't even have to leave my living room. There it was. There it was. And that was it. That was it. Now, mind you, and I'm very loyal, and I'm one for, like, not doing things. So obviously Sarah's walking in with a podcast host. Sarah was dating the podcast host. It took me 4.5 years. I let that bro code expire to the fucking minute.
But you didn't know the stuff that was going on behind closed doors.
I didn't either. No. If I would have known what I know now, I would have done that. Now, mind you, through that time, we talked. We were friends. I've been with Sarah through some of the worst shit in her life at that point in time. I've always been there. And then one day she's like, you need to come get me now. I just need to spend the weekend at your house. I need to get away. She never left. Longest sleepover in history. So it does exist. Anyone that's doubting it, it does exist. It really does. In the world today, it's a lot harder, obviously. And even in today's world, I mean, you have to like gender check people at this fucking point in time. It's, oh my goodness, but it does exist. It does exist.
That was like maybe.
On that note too, I'm going to tell you guys a funny story. Ryan, if you're watching, tough shit. I don't care. I love you. I love you to death.
God,
But we're going to go over this. So my youngest brother, Ryan, his whole life, and anyone who swings on this side, do not take this offensively at all.
It just happens to be a funny story that happened in.
I had a feeling that, yeah, she does hold the longest sleepover ever. Actually, where I'm sitting right now is where I proposed to her. This used to be our bedroom before we moved rooms.
Yeah.
I proposed to her literally right here. I was sitting right here on the floor.
Yeah.
But anyway, I knew he was going to be gay. My whole life, I knew it. I knew it. I had a feeling. Nothing wrong with that.
I honestly thought he just wasn't interested in people. I thought he just didn't like people.
I'm going to get to that. So my grandfather turned nothing into billions. And he told my brother, he told all of us a secret. I was too dumb to listen. But Ryan, listen, like, don't get married, don't date, don't do anything till you're financially stable and you own all your own shit, blah, blah, blah. So I thought that's where he was going. But his whole life, I've been calling he's going to be a gay interior decorator. All right. So I've known since he was 8 years old. I've known. It's always been in my head. So after he came out to my father when my father was dying, so he knew and he could talk to my dad before he died. So we're at my father's celebration of life. And my brother comes up to me. He goes, I need to tell you something. Now, mind you, I'm the last motherfucker to know, which pissed me off. But anyway, and he calls me and Sarah over, and he's like, do you know how you've been calling me a gay interior decorator like my whole life? I'm like, yeah. He goes, well, I am. My immediate response, my face lit up because we're getting ready to move. I'm like, oh my God, yes, you can come help us do up the new house. And Sarah's kind of looking at me like, and then Ryan's looking at me, and he goes, no, dude, I'm gay. Ouch. You got me all friggin' excited. Like, you could have done it. I already knew that. I was last to know. Since he's done that and actually, like, came out, he like, seeing my brother out in public now, being himself, makes me so...
a lot happier, too.
Yeah. We used to call him Uncle, like, all the kids call him Uncle Grumpy Face. He has permanent bitch face.
But he doesn't really, like, it's kind of starting to fade if you watch him.
He's happy now being himself. And I'm so happy. I don't even know why I brought that up, but it popped in my head. It's so funny. Like, he's so happy now. And I hope he finds the love that he's looking for. Now, when we were there, we saw him with someone there, and he looked, like, really happy. And Sarah and I kind of got our money on that pool for that relationship, but right now that individual's in another relationship. So we're going to see what happens because I want to see. Tell me they don't look like you and me.
Yeah.
That's the kind of happiness that I saw him have. But it was so nice to actually see that side of my brother I've never seen. Doesn't matter who it's with. Gay, straight, doesn't matter. Happiness exists. Love exists. I want you all to have faith in that, believe in that. Sarah has restored my faith a lot because I had given up. I really was done. And my faith has been restored. Joe has been guiding me in that point. Like when we go out now, like I didn't really understand how powerful that like the prayer is before that. Now I know in our videos, like when he's with me, we don't pray on camera because we always like we do stuff first before we film and stuff happens and we do it then and that wasn't on film. But I'm starting to understand like the higher power and like faith and all of that. And I am so blessed in my life to be surrounded by people, common sense people that have great compassion, love, and caring for one another. All of you on here, again, You guys have been great for us through all of the stuff that has happened over the last year and a half, however long it's been now. And just watching like the love and support for Uncle Joe, it just makes me smile, makes me really happy to know that humans still exist. We still exist.
Everything we just said about each other, that is true, and we normally are very like happy couple all the time, pretty much. But that's not to say we don't have arguments.
Oh, everyone does. It's
I know, but you made it sound like we're just like this perfect
yeah,
couple.
No. And even this is funny about our arguments. Like, and I'm from up north. I'm Massachusetts. I'm loud.
And
I am very, very loud. Like, if you meet me in person, I am loud.
Which is good because I can't hear.
I
So
know
when
that.
you talk, I always hear you.
So like, we'll be like literally screaming at each other.
Yeah.
And it sounds like we're going to kill each other. And then, like, Natalie will walk in and, like, what's up? I'm like, we're just hashing stuff out. It's normal. People do that. But we get loud
Now
when we do it.
Natalie's at the point where she laughs when
Yeah,
we argue.
yeah,
she thinks
does.
it's funny.
It's funny. So I'm not going to say who and what the situation was, but this actually happened. I'm going to change some details here because privacy. These individuals might not want anyone knowing. But I had a problem on a property, and there was going to be an eviction in this point. And me and this individual, and mind you, we know each other really well. We were literally like screaming. The whole neighborhood could hear us, and someone outside decided to step in. And this is how northern families work. We both stopped, looked at this individual, and be like, you can step the F back because this is none of your business, and when we're done here, we're going to be fine. And this, it was way more vulgar and intense than that. And then me and this other individual looked at each other, and we started screaming at each other again. It's so funny. I guess it's like her family's from New York. I'm from Massachusetts. I guess that's the northern part of
But
us.
I'm from Florida.
Yeah, she was born and raised here, but she was raised by New Yorkers.
Siblings are all from New York. Everyone's from up north but me.
That's all right. That's
So
all right.
I think I'm just northern at heart.
Yeah.
No, I can't even say that because I'm not.
Now, if anyone has this vision of like the perfect relationship where everything is unicorn and rainbows, if you ain't arguing, if you guys don't have a difference of opinion, your shit ain't real. Everyone, yeah, exactly. Everyone has arguments. They
Uh-huh.
do. They do. Oh man. In my Keller bathtub on my podcast, my buddy Joe. His name is Joe too. So like on stream with people that don't know.
Even in our like our daily like talking, if we're talking and he says Joe, I have to ask which one
And also,
because they're both like.
so I was up in Massachusetts. I literally could hop on a quad and get to Canada in 2 hours on the trails. That's how up north I was. So me and KBT, I'll just say KBT just to not confuse Sarah right now. We worked together at Sprint. Now, our Sprint was a kiosk in a mall. So we had pulled like, I don't know, it was like 2 straight days of being awake, working and doing inventory and then doing our personal stuff. So one morning we hadn't had coffee yet. We hadn't slept. And me and him literally started arguing over where, what the hell? I forget the name of the town now. Where this town in Connecticut was, up or down. It's that simple. Got into a fist fight to the point mall security and cops were there. Like, oh my God, you need help? Like, both of us, once again, stop, put on a calm face. Like, you guys can mind your business. We got this. And then it got literally to the point, like, fists are going. Now, mind you, I was his boss at this time. And I look at him, I'm like, you get the fuck over there, and you calm the fuck down, and then you come to work. And he went and calmed down and came back to work. I guess that's how we do things. It was so funny. I'm also not the person I used to be either. Yeah, not at all. Yeah. Nope. When Natalie came into existence, I stopped doing a lot of stuff, and I dabbled in drugs and all kinds of stuff. Not that person. I'm glad. Like, yeah. Now, perfect relationship, you're going to be arguing. Yeah, you are. It happens. It happens. Especially, hey, babe, what do you want to eat?
We never. I don't agree.
Now-
we never have
now,
this problem.
This is how it goes. She won't know. We'll go down a freaking list, and then it always ends with Taco Bell. I don't even know why I ask anymore. Like, I don't even know why I ask. But yeah, typical woman thing. Like, where do you want to eat? Oh, I don't know. Do you want this one?
No,
Yeah,
no. Because this goes both ways.
I know it goes both ways.
Every time I ask you, what do you want to eat? I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you want to eat? What are you in the mood for? And then I don't know because if I pick something, you're instantly going to say, I don't want that. So I go to you because whatever you want to eat, I just suck it up and go eat there.
Oh, man. Yeah, I love this stuff. So much fun. Damn, guys, we've been together almost 2 hours.
No, we haven't.
1 hour, 40 minutes, and 18 seconds.
Where?
Up in the top left.
Oh.
Look at that.
Wow, you guys are awesome. You stayed on with us just to talk. That's so cool.
You guys rock. Yeah, I saw a lot of the comments about
Is anybody
like,
still here?
oh, we got people still here. I mean, everybody's just thinking, go bad. Yeah, we're gonna be signing off here too, Eric. Hey, man, I'm glad you stuck around. Like,
Yeah.
I really do. I love
Honestly,
these.
you should have her, join in on her, even though you're in your man cave or whatever you call it. She can join in on her own laptop, phone. She can join in a conversation because we got two different sides here of the argument.
Yeah, no, you guys are amazing, and I know a lot of you came over from Uncle Joe's channel, and just thank you all. Seriously, I thank all of you. You guys are fucking great. You really are. You guys are awesome. I'm actually glad we did this little test today because this was fun. We actually talked about a lot of different things too. Like, I don't know, and I kind of like this too because you watch a lot of YouTubers. Like, now I know some of you know Joe and talk to Joe on the side too. Like, I know that, but like a lot of people you watch on a daily, like, you don't know if they're real or not. Like, you see, I'm an entertainer.
Our filming when we're doing the dumpster dive, you see
you see a small little snippet that could or could not be true, like on who the person
who we
is.
are, yeah, as a couple or as just a family all together. No, we're pretty much like that.
Yeah, it's
except for for some reason when I'm dumpster dive, I'm quiet. You notice in videos,
yeah,
I don't.
That's
talk.
because you're on a mission.
I guess so. I'm just odd. Like I
You
don't
get in
say
that,
a word.
You get in that zone. But I know some YouTubers do this, and I know some don't, and I got to really know who her uncle was through his real talks and stuff on the UGUE channel. Then I got to know him in person, and I found out like who he really was. It wasn't too far off. Obviously, each of us have our own journey, but I kind of like this because, I mean, obviously we're entertainers. We do dumpster diving, A, 1, for entertainment, B, because we want to help the homeless and people in need, and 3, because we're looking for cool stuff for ourselves too. But you only see one side of people that you watch on YouTube. Doing stuff like this where we actually get to sit, talk, and tell stories. I love this because the entertainment's off. You're seeing us for who we are, and we get to know you guys. I want to know. I don't care if this grows to 1 million people, 1 million subscribers. I probably would still sit here with Sarah on a microphone just having a chat. Just to do it. Why not? Mm-hmm. You guys watch us. You guys like literally spend time watching us. Like, why not get to know us? We'd like to get to know you. Yeah, what are you eating?
I was just thinking the same thing,
Yeah.
Hazel. I was curious, like, what are you eating that you can't type and you have to eat at the same time? I'm just curious. Because if it's Taco Bell, we're best friends already. Just saying. Bagel with cream cheese and cantaloupe. That's you.
Oh my God. Yeah. So yeah. Yes.
Oh, has anyone on here had passion fruit? Like, I didn't even know what that was until I bought Natalie a bunch of fruits because I started making, like, fruit smoothies.
You are my passion fruit.
You're so tacky. Anyway. So I started buying, like, different fruits, and I bought, like, dragon fruit, which she liked it, and I think it was a Starbucks drink that your mom got her. I don't know, but she liked it in that, so I made smoothies and stuff. So I bought frozen little diced cubes of
passion fruit, and I did not know that they were sour. Like, I didn't know anything about them. I opened them. I was like, I know this smell, but I don't know what it is. So I started eating them. I ate like the whole bag. They're so good. They're sour. I love passion fruit now. It's amazing what you find out when you try new things.
The texture that gets me.
It's like an ice cube.
I really need to go see a hypnosis to see if they can get that out of my head, because there's a lot of things I like I don't eat anymore because I don't know if it's just because I still have my tonsils, and my tonsils are flipping huge. They're huge and they're getting bigger. I'm noticing that, especially when I sleep. And I wonder if that's where I get a lot of my texture issues from with certain foods, is when they go down. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that. Yeah, no, try it. She loves it. I haven't tried it yet.
The dragon fruit? I haven't tried dragon fruit. Natalie likes it.
That's who likes it. Yeah, Natalie
likes
yeah,
it.
Natalie has that.
Let me rephrase that. I did try the dragon fruit because Natalie was like all hyped about it when she tried it. So I tried it at the Starbucks, and I don't really like Starbucks, and I don't want to get a bunch of hate for that. I'm more of a Dunkin' person, but I do like Starbucks on a level. So
she
I did
loves
try
their black tea.
Their black tea,
God.
and for some reason their water. Just don't come for me. It's a
you
weird
haven't
situation.
had Massachusetts water yet.
Anyway, okay. Well, I grew up with Florida tap water,
that.
so anything that's higher than that is just good to me.
Florida tap water tastes like sulfur.
Whatever.
It does.
But they do have a dragon fruit drink, and I tried it, and I was like, it's not the best. I didn't like it, so I didn't try the actual fruit that I bought. But and you know what's funny? It's been sitting in the freezer. Natalie hasn't eaten it either.
Mom, if you're watching, don't look in your garage, because I just looked on the side of Sarah, and I still have your jack. So when we got the truck, the jacks that I had for my cars don't lift my truck. So I went in my mother's garage and took her jack to do some work on the truck on the AC, and I just looked over and I see it sitting on the side of Sarah.
Don't like Starbucks either. Once coffee was awful, never went back.
The thing I don't like about Starbucks is there was incidents back with them and police officers.
But let me also explain. I love Starbucks cups. Like, there's cups that they sell, like they're cups with the straws.
Yeah, that's
like,
why their coffee is like $10 for a small.
No, not the cup. Like, you can buy a Starbucks, like it's a hard shell cup, like the cups I like, that I buy, that I drink out of. I bought one, and it's a red Starbucks. It was a Christmas one. Bought one, and I love them.
It's weird.
I have a weird obsession with bottles. I like drinking out of bottles with a straw.
She does.
Yeah.
It's weird. I just noticed, since my father died, I got his Yeti mug with his name on it, and this is the first time it's actually not at my desk with me. It's a little weird. Honestly, Gary, there I never go anywhere alone. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't worry about the carrying, because if you know how to properly use a knife.
The funniest comment.
And I carry 3.
Her father, or like Brian, if you're listening, like the day we were over your house and we were talking about, like, you ordered Sarah a new knife. I think I may have
scared a few people.
Her sister said something about a knife, and Sarah started demonstrating like how to properly like gut someone. And her father's looking like, where the fuck did you come from?
my dad is in the military, and when I grew up when I was younger, I was always taught what they learned in the military, like how to defend myself. And I was a very small child. Like, I was tiny. And
you were?
Well, like, even my weight, I was tiny. Like, I was just always short. I was on the smaller side. So my dad always taught me how to defend myself. Like, he showed me like a lot of karate moves. He showed me how to use a knife properly. You know, there's just different things that he showed me. And I think it didn't click that kids actually learn what you teach them until he showed me demonstrating to my sister how to use a knife on somebody if you had to.
So if you ever want to know how to gut a human being, we'll do a special private episode with Sarah.
Listen, and it's not all because I know just to know, like, I know just for the fun of it. I've had to pull my knife out twice with Natalie, because when Natalie was about, I want to say she was 10, we went to Walmart, and so I was really small. Before I had AJ, I was only like 100 pounds soaking wet, super short. Natalie, shorter than me, weighed less than I did. And so this guy, I know. I went to Walmart. I was in the Walmart parking lot. I pulled up. And every time I go shopping, when I used to go shopping with Natalie, I don't do it anymore. But when she was younger, I would make her get in the shopping cart, and then I would pile stuff on top of her, because if anyone was going to take her, they'd have to go through me and all the stuff on top of her, because I had to make it like super difficult. But this guy approached us in the parking lot and was like, "Oh, can I have your daughter? How much for her?" And I was like, "You need to back away from my shopping cart." And he saw the knife in my hand, and I had already had it flipped open. And I was like, "If you don't back away, I'm gonna count to 3. You got 3 seconds." And I'm gonna use this, and we'll ask questions later, because this is odd for me. So then there was another incident. I was driving down the road, and Natalie remembers this like it was yesterday. I was driving down the road. I had all the windows down. This was in actually this car, the one in the truck. No, the other one. The Ford. So Natalie was still little, and she like scratches on the way home from like my mom's. She scrunches down in the seat, and you can't like even tell she's there. Well, when she was smaller, I had her. You were working T-Mobile, and I didn't have AJ yet. She was scrunched down, and I think we were actually going to visit you, to hang out with you during the day. And she was scrunched down, and we were coming up to a red light, and there was like a few cars ahead of us. But this guy was walking down the street, and Natalie's scratched down, and she looks up, and he's standing at the window in the back, and I obviously didn't hear him, because he's standing there at the window, the window's down, and I turned around, and I said, "You better get away from my window," and I told Natalie, "Go to the other side, like don't get up," and he didn't realize she was there. He just thought I was alone in the car, and I, once again, flip it up, and I'm like, back away, because it's ridiculous.
I love when people approach me and they immediately see my hand reach down, and they just magically disappear.
But I think people they target me and Natalie because we were both so small. Now she's not so small anymore. She's a normal sized person, like she's a human, and I've grown like wider and taller after having Nathan. So I don't really get targeted anymore, but it is scary.
I have a gun, and I hope I never have to shoot anyone. I really don't, but if I have to protect the ones I love, I will. Yeah. I'm pretty sure everyone here would do anything to protect our loved ones. Pretty sure we're all in agreement there.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, it is 11:47 Eastern Standard Time. I am tired. You guys have been fantastic, so I'm going to do something I haven't done in a long time. New merch is coming, not just Trash to Treasures. We're going to make a whole store with all kinds of designs and shirts and stuff. Membership options are available.
He's got his earbuds on now. He still has the headphones in.
Be on the watch for tomorrow's dive, and we're going to film the rest of the Children's to Treasures. Again, thank you, each and every one of you, for being here and being part of our family.
That
Fuck
just
you.
Scared the crap out of me.
Alexa just started talking in the background for whatever reason. Again, memberships are available. Donation links are in the description. Guys, we love you all. So with that being said.
What the
Scared the shit out of me. It did it again.
What is it doing?
Trying to connect to the internet.
This one has not made sound in forever.
Oh, yeah. You have just listened to a Trash to Treasures podcast. I'm Sarah. That's Alan. If you want to see everything we do, you're on our page. If you want to donate or help us out, all the stuff is in the link below. Guys, thank you for joining us for this 2-hour chat. We'll see you next time. Love you all.